What's up, everybody? This is A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be speaking about daddy issues, mommy issues, and family issues in the natal birth chart. Okay, so these are some indicators that you can use as a tool to find out issues that you may be dealing with your mother, with your father, or even family members. You could also use this to look and review somebody else's chart and see what they may be dealing with. So definitely if you have one or two of these things, it does not indicate that that is going to be the case. But if you have a few of these things, okay, and you're going to already know if you have issues with your mother or your father, family and things like that already. So we're going to jump into this and we're going to start off with the daddy issues. Okay, so we do have Saturn in the fourth house, Saturn in Cancer. Saturn in the eighth house, Saturn in Scorpio. Saturn in Capricorn, Saturn in the 10th house, Mars in Capricorn, Mars in the 10th house, Chiron in Capricorn, Chiron in the 10th house, Mars in Cancer, Mars in the 4th house, Mars conjunct the IC. If anybody doesn't know what the IC is the 4th house in the natal birth chart. Mars in Libra, Mars in the 7th house. Pallas is the asteroid, Pallas. You can find that in your natal birth chart when you click on asteroids. So if you have Pallas negatively aspected to the moon, negatively aspected would be considered a conjunction, a square, or opposition. A lot of times people don't even think a conjunction can even be considered as negative or difficult and things like that, but it definitely is because it swings back and forth. It withholds all the traits where the square is a conflict, okay? Conflict going on with the squares. It's the conflicting. The oppositions means you're looking at things from an opposite standpoint. We also do have Pluto in the 4th house. Pluto in the 4th house. We also have Venus in Scorpio, or Venus in the 8th house, Venus in Capricorn, Venus in the 10th house. A 10th house stellium could definitely indicate issues with the father. A Capricorn stellium. If anybody that's watching this doesn't know what a stellium is, a stellium is when you have 3 or more planets in a sign or a house. Okay? A lot of negatively aspects with Saturn. For example, Sun squared Saturn, Sun opposite Saturn, Sun squared Pluto. Sun opposite Pluto is another one here. Even the conjunctions. Mars squared Saturn, Mars opposite Saturn, Mars conjunct Saturn. What else do we have here? All right, so now anybody that has Pluto in Capricorn, okay, that generation that has Pluto in Capricorn, if there are any negative aspects to it, okay, which we previously stated, you already know what those things would be. This can also be an indicator of that. Mars squared, Mars opposite Saturn aspects, and also Mars squared opposite the moon aspects, okay? And that's what it is for the daddy issues. Moving on to mommy issues. So we do have Chiron in the 4th house, Chiron in Cancer, Chiron squared or opposition the moon. Even a conjunction here, okay? Venus in Virgo, Venus in the 6th house. Ceres is the asteroid. Ceres is spelled Ceres. All right, so Ceres harshly aspecting the ascendant, or for abbreviation, the AC, AS. ASC is the abbreviation. Okay. We also have Venus in Capricorn here. Again, Venus in the 10th. Pluto in the 4th house. Okay, so remember, with the daddy issues, we had Pluto in the 4th house as well. So this is another indication of Pluto in the 4th house for the mommy issues. Another thing that could go on and take place that also can bring out mommy issues or daddy issues would be Scorpio ruling over the 4th house. Having moon in Scorpio or moon in the 8th house when it comes to mommy issues. Also, having the Cancer sign ruling over the 8th house. Air moons is an indication that there can be some mommy issues going on and taking place. And for anybody that doesn't know what the air signs are, the air signs is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So this would be somebody that has moon in Libra or moon in the 7th. Moon in Gemini, moon in the 3rd. Moon in Aquarius, moon in the 11th. Saturn in the 4th house. Capricorn ruling over the 4th house. Okay, aspects when it comes to moon Uranus, okay? Moon conjunct Uranus, moon squared Uranus, moon opposite Uranus. Okay, these are huge indicators actually that there can be some issues. And even if you have issues, it could just very well be issues like communication issues with the mother, even with the father. But it could also go and be a little step further than that, okay? Moon aspecting Saturn or Pluto. So this would be moon conjunct Saturn, moon square Saturn, moon opposite Saturn, moon conjunct Pluto, moon square Pluto, moon opposite Pluto. So now we have Lilith. Lilith conjuncting the IC or or Lilith in the 4th house or Lilith in Cancer. Okay. Once again, if anybody doesn't know what the IC is the 4th house. So Lilith conjuncting the 4th house. That's what the IC is. Yes, but this does pop up a lot of times when you see Lilith in the 4th. Lilith in the 4th house, Lilith in Cancer, can definitely trigger issues with the mother. And usually the relationship can get better with the mother later on in life. But it can also swing back and forth with getting better and then crumbling again. Getting better, crumbling again. Moon, going back to the moon being aspected to Uranus, that is usually an indication that the relationship with the mother will become more easier later on in life. We're moving on to family issues here, family issues. So some family issue indicators would be Neptune. Woo! Something flying, y'all. That made me jump back. Some indicators would be Neptune in the 4th house. Pisces ruling over the 4th house. Uranus in the 4th house. Aquarius on the 4th house or ruling over the 4th house. Moon in Aquarius. Okay. Also, Cancer on the 11th house. Venus opposite or Venus squaring the Mars. Sun opposite or squaring the moon. Also here, this can be possible for conjunctions as well. Let's keep that in mind. Pluto in the 1st house. That can trigger some family issues. Capricorn in the 4th house, the IC, ruling over the 4th house. Scorpio ruling over the 4th house, IC. Virgo on the IC. Virgo ruling over the 4th house. Okay, so this is also going to be very much prevalent to Leo rising, Aquarius rising, Capricorn rising, Libra rising, and Cancer rising. Okay, so I just wanted to touch on this real quick, and this is just a couple of things that I just jotted down just to do this video for you guys. So anybody want to donate to the channel, please feel free. Anybody want to get their chart analyzed, whatever chart you decide, please hit me up. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. So this is A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening. Love is love, peace, and blessings to you all. And I will see you on the next one.